BNFT is talking about the fact that the EU ambassador to Ghana is suggesting that the EPA is a win-win situation for all parties. And this is one of the issues that attracted a lot of concerns. The fact that some civil society organizations aren't too happy about Ghana deciding to sign this particular agreement. But the EU ambassador to Ghana is suggesting that the economic partnership agreement will be a win-win party for all those involved, and that we stand to benefit from it. Outgoing George, you perhaps have some information on this issue. We are told Ghana has signed some portions of it, but the debate about whether it is good or not, where do you stand?
Well,
Can I say?
Where do I stand? Where I stand basically is that, given the facts that were presented to us as members of parliament,
right.
As the argument, we think that it's a win
For Ghana.
It's good for Ghana. I have heard. I think even yesterday I was listening to Third World Network,
Right.
and they were not amused at all. I mean, they think that Ghana should have signed on. But from the information we have, we are being told that if we do not, even some manufacturing concerns in this country will relocate to areas where they stand to benefit from all the positives of
the agreement.
And we don't believe that this is a time where we want investors to leave and go to neighboring countries to set up because of the conditionalities under this. So we believe that we should also give we should also go in there and compete. But you see, the catch there is, that is why if you listen to the Minister for Trade called Spiogabra, he says that, look, this is also the opportunity for local industries, to improve on packaging, to improve on production, to improve on quality, so that they can also benefit from it. Most people are crying because they believe that it will kill the local industry because they may not be competitive in terms of the international market.
You don't think so?
But that's why
you don't have the resources to be able to.
Yeah, but that is why that is why I said, you see, so they need possibly to be assisted, to also go in there. But we need to capture that market also, so that once you also qualify and you can compete, you go in there and you compete. So basically, from what we have, the information we have, we believe that it was a good thing to do, and that is why Parliament also approved those portions. But like I said, civil society has their own view about it, and I believe that the discussion will continue. You know that it's for a certain initial period, and then So if by that time we see that possibly it's not too good for us, maybe another decision will be taken. But for now, looking at all the information we have, we believe that at least foot in the door wise, it's worth.
Right. So the key thing here is that Third World Network, for instance, says that these local companies are likely to suffer under this agreement. George, for instance, is saying that, well, what we need to do is to support them. But do you see this support coming in so that we have signed portions of it and that it doesn't come to our disadvantage?
Well, you see, in terms of supporting local industry, I 100% agree. But when you have a situation where there's a serious energy crisis, then you are asking yourself, have you put the cart before the horse? Okay, because if you are committed to supporting local industries, you need to make sure that the economic situation is good for the local industries to survive. You need to make sure that the policies that drive their various industries are actually kosher. When we started the discussion, Outgoing George made a comment about stakeholder engagement, about the quality and timeliness of stakeholder engagement. I think this is also one of the issues here, because you always have a situation where people will resist change. Not all change is bad, but if people are not well educated and people are not aware of what the benefit of that change is, you have a situation where there will be some resistance. It's not great to sign an agreement and say, let us watch and see what will happen, but we are where we are. under the current circumstances, we just need to put our best foot forward. We need to make sure that we don't do anything that is going to be a distraction to the growth of the local industry, to the sustenance of the economy. We need to make sure that our industries can compete on the world market, and that for me seems to be the thinking, that you're opening up opportunities to make the local industry competitive on the world market. Now, whilst you're doing that, you need to make sure that you're also fixing your local issues so that you can make sure that your industries are actually competitive properly.
I'm grateful, George, and incoming George and outgoing George. I think this is all we need to wrap up our conversation. And of course, some other stories we could not take a look at. But I'm grateful for your time this morning. Thanks so much for joining us. George Low is the Member of Parliament for North Dai, and he said he's not going again. So, but
no,
George,
he didn't say he's not going again. He said the people said they don't want him.
I see.
No fears. December 7th is coming.
It's coming again. It's true.
You come to with this again. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
I work for me.
Oh, really?
I work for us.
Oh, he's not very far. A few months away.
George. That's But maybe just before you wrap up, I think we should all remind your viewers about the ongoing exhibition, the voters exhibition exercise that is currently.
The last day is Sunday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I mean,
so last 2 days.
A lot of Ghanaians seem to have this last-minute attitude that there's more time, and the fact that you hold a voter's ID card doesn't necessarily guarantee that you'll be able to vote. So you need to go and check your name on the register. You need to go and verify your name. And for those that didn't have the opportunity to re-register because their names were removed from the register because they said they used the NHIA card, I think the window has been opened again from
starting
today.
this morning.
Yes,
right.
So please, I mean, especially people in the Wuti Senior West, let us all make sure that we are holding that thumb ready to vote for change, to bring Nanado into power, and to bring LPP into power.
Well, that won't happen. But let me also take the opportunity to say, congrats to my sister.
Copy.
Congrats to my sister Bridget. I think that. In spite of all the things that we have said, that obviously it should be nowhere near the Flaster House. I still think that to be recognized and nominated.
No, where you say nowhere near the Flaster, she can drive it from.
To be recognized and picked as a running mate in itself is an achievement.
Solid.
And I think that she should be proud of herself.
Solid.
And we hope that she brings something on the table. Even if she doesn't win, she should be a role model for a lot of our young ladies.
I'm grateful for your time, gentlemen, this morning. Thanks so much for joining us.